if I remember where, in the we've managed to make it to the gates of the castle. Baby steps, but we are now leveling up and spending our, not souls, they're runes now. Our runes, yes. Very, very important distinction. But it's all the same thing, it's just the currency that we get for killing and collecting things. Anyway. Ooh. I will admit, it looks pretty badass. What's that? Got a new arm on?
Tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
This is gonna be a boss, isn't it? We're dead.
Someone must extinguish thy flame. Let it be Margit the Fell.
Oh god. I not do a lot of damage then. Definitely got a paper cup. Oh, this is not going to be good. Right, I'm going to use the spirit jellyfish. Attempt to at least. I can't, apparently I'm missing something. Right, let's see what we can do. Oh, somehow ended up two-handing that shield there on accident.
These foolish ambitions to rest.
So I'm mashing the buttons with my swords. Well, wounds. Important distinction. Right. Definitely block less, dodge more. Honestly, it's like 100 souls. I don't know why I'm back at the bottom. souls or something for that. If I'm not going to be... If I'm not going to be using the shield much because it's practically useless here, it might be worth just two-handing the sword for the additional damage. Oh, that one there. Getting there with the battle, but yeah, right. Let's see. Don't worry about the rules, so that's one it's that one there that's keying me off. Like, he readies it but then holds it. Yeah, like that. Like, he readies it, you dodge, but it's just holds it until it just... It's almost like he's waiting for it to dodge and then goes for it. It won't be, it'll just be like a set time that I'm just not getting, but... I can see myself being here for probably another 30 minutes, maybe more. Right, again then. Dodge, come on. I really wish to attack them. That one next to me, not on me.
Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
Maybe like quarter of his health, maybe a smidge over, but not much more. Yeah. Also, I'm wondering, this sounds way louder than I... Yeah, why is it on back to max? Christ almighty. I'm sat here thinking like, it seems louder for some reason. Yeah, for some reason the game's decided to reset its goddamn sound settings. So, apologies if I'm a bit quiet then. Apparently between going on yesterday and today it's decided to just yeet its own settings out the window. Dodge. It's that dodge you on that one. Like you dodge, it doesn't do it, so you dodge again, and then it... Thanks for that. Way so I'm gonna get this eventually. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him when I do. But it might be worth going back and getting a level or two at the moment. Because this is ridiculous. Christ almighty. Like seriously, what the fuck? Ah. You have to dodge like 3 or 4 times and then it allows you to get a single hit in for your tribbles. Not that I should be expecting, you know, Souls-like game to be difficult or easy. How did it miss with auto target? Wait, what? I'm blocking you. Right, screw you for being a dick. No prattling about. Right. Let's see if we can actually get it to, you know, use the friggin' backstab. Hello. Ow. Get. Oh. Oh, you git. Right, how much is this actually getting me in terms of like souls and things? I'm kind of curious to see if this is actually worth doing. Well, not that guy, this guy in the bushes. Another heavy crossbow. So I've looked back as well at a few things. I've actually started watching a bit of this on YouTube now that I'm past spoiler territory, at least on like the first hour or two of gameplay. Well, probably not the first hour or two, it's probably like the first hour, given that I spent ages in the character creator, but I found out a few things. Oh god, they are absolutely wrecking there. Let's just heal up. Get back. Ah, they're just... The attacks have like gone out of sync and they're just smacking me and I can't do anything. Then I got pinned up against them spikes. Anyway, so I've looked up a few things. Firstly, that maiden, or whatever she is, I suppose, that we met, she is, so that's Melina. I was wondering if I'd heard the name before, and no, it was Malika at the beginning, the person who created the Elden Ring. So, she's just a completely different character. Another thing though I noticed is that in the first, that first boss where it's kind of, you know, a quote-unquote boss, you know, it's you're meant to lose. Can you not backstab him or something? But in that first area, the thing that we're fighting is a grafted scion. And this woman down here was on about things that have been, her companions had been grafted by the great spider. So it looks like, ooh, that could be useful for the fight. It looks like that the boss that we first fought might have been one of her comrades who was grafted, as she puts it. Another thing I've noticed is that if we want to, these skulls on the floor are actually, sometimes they contain items. Not always, but sometimes. Well, we didn't get the backstab, but we might have pulled him without pulling the other. Gotcha. We'll get the skull in a second when I'm not going to get absolutely destroyed for having touched it. So I want to be quiet and going to... Oh, for God's sake. Got nearly 1,000 runes there. So, oh, there's a sleep gauge. And we can improve it by getting higher focus. Oh, I know what that is. Sleep is like an element, isn't it? Like an elemental affliction, because this game has really weird afflictions. You know, it's not like other games where it's like frost and fire and acid and... It's like, no, it's sleep and death. No, I don't think we can actually get him the thing. The backstab. Should get that one quick though before he gets us. Go on. Stamina one nearly out then. But we made it work. So you have to kind of like crouch down and grab them. But if you do, the reward is that you can get these little golden rune shard things that I don't know what they do yet. I'm assuming that they probably just give us more runes. I assume. Ow. The good news is it just pulled him, which means that we won't have to kill someone right next to this guy now. Which means, and alley-oop, there we go. A lot of souls. Well, runes. Important distinction. We might now be able to do something with this. Let's hope we can level up. Oh, hello.
Forgive me. I've been testing you to see whether or not grace truly does guide you, and whether you are fit to face the challenge that entails. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hold, gathering place of Tarnished champions, guided by grace. Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
We're going to the round table then. Right. The round table holds a place where Tarnished gather. Guided by grace, combat is prohibited on the premises due to a pact of non-aggression. This rule is in effect when the round table icon is displayed. The round table hold is located outside of this world. It can only be reached through sites of grace. It can also be accessed by using the map to travel. Right, so we can... Runes held, runes needed. Ah, we need a couple hundred more. With this menu, you can place items that you're carrying into the chest for storage, or take stored items out. You're already at the maximum number of items when you pick up a new item. It will go to the chest automatically. FP cost 31.28. We've got in our inventory, we've got a huge katana, which will do 115 plus 20 physical damage. The long swan's straight sword does a bit less. It does standard and spear and pierce. It's got a square off ability. This has got an unsheath. This causes blood build-up, so it's not as good. So we'll store these. And I'm already carrying a bow, but If we had more strength, we could use the bow. Use the crossbow. And this tower shield. We can store our old armor in here. Now here's a good question. It looks like the foot soldier greaves have less damage negation than the Godric soldier greaves. Yeah. So we'll stick with the Godric soldiers. We can hold on to that, it doesn't take up much room. So we probably want to, look to try and boost our strength to be able to actually wield some of these weapons then. It'll also give me some extra attack damage, which I think I'm going to need versus that next boss. I can also do something with my flasks. So we've got another charge for our flasks, very nice. How much can we we need a sacred tier to increase the amount. Okay. I think we can confirm that. Looks like there's people we can talk to.
Oh, I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Round Table Hold. I'm Corin, a man of the cloth. I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the Two Fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a Tarnished of the Round Table Hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them, ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace. You do? Wonderful news.
Yeah, we see the
Most
magic
Tarnished
beams.
are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the Two Fingers?
With the shop menu, you can spend runes to purchase various items. You can also sell items for runes. Each merchant stocks a different variety of items for purchase. Okay, interesting. Urgent heal. Heals a small amount of HP. It uses up less magical points and whatever, but doesn't heal as much from the looks. Heals HP for self and nearby allies. Okay. Alleviates poison build-up and cures poison. Increases magic damage negation. Fire damage negation. Throws a ball of raging fire. My character stats. How much FP do I have? 71. Momentarily sparks flames from the hand. Produces a shockwave that pushes away foes. Interesting. Literally just sells incantations. It might be worth buying a proper heal when we get the ability. We'll need some faith. Gotta have faith. Gotta have faith.
May the Golden Order shine.
Ah, hello. You must be new here.
He's got some shiny armor.
Just call me Dialos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, Please be sure to tell me.
Right. Ooh, this person looks a bit interesting.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new Tarnished made their way to the round table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard. Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the round table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to earn their keep.
So he
Remember
doesn't
your
respect us.
place.
Which is fair enough, we just
Newcomer.
got here. You wouldn't expect him to.
There's nothing left to say. Be at your leisure.
Okay, bye. This guy have
Be
more
sure
to
to
say?
tell me if you meet a young woman named Lanya. She's a servant to my house. She's been my companion since childhood. I've lost count of the number of times I've had to find her like this. Honestly, she's such a little tomboy.
Is that everyone talks to? Seek something. So that's a shut door. Through here we have another person in a creepy mask. New. What do you want, emotion? Okay. Are they statues? No. Rune Arc. Grants the blessing of an equipped great rune upon use. What? White cipher ring. When invaded, request the aid of a hunter. Answers requests from for summoning from hunters. Memory stone increases memory slots. Used to create one imp statue seal. So they're really worth something that I've found them. That's worth $4 grand. Jesus Christ. If we're looking for better weaponry, this looks like it's the place to go. But not much better. Battle axe there. We've got a heater shield. Take on appearance of a host of fingers. That could be nasty in PvP, I bet. Not that I'm going to be doing much of that. Night greaves, gauntlets, armor, and helm. All of which I would assume, probably, better than, well, equal if not better than my own. Most likely. And they're quite expensive. Just one of those painted on doors then. Right, what have we got? This looks a bit of a grand, doesn't it? Covered in blood stains, of course. Presumably there's a proper way to get there, and jumping off the side is probably not it. I'm assuming.
Greetings, great champion called by grace. I am Fear, Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Round Table Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly.
Now this
Perhaps you might
person.
share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion, and you, I am sure, will bear a Baldakin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act. Ah, my thanks.
Is this when she like drains my life force and kills me?
You
Nope.
are very warm. What you felt light up inside you was a Baldakin's blessing. Though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid. Come back to me, should you require another. I will take you in my arms as often as you need.
I'm wondering what the message probably says here. Visions of head, but didn't expect love.
You're a new face. No matter. It's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
Strengthen. Ashes of war. Rather chains and... Okay. So what would we need? A smithing stone. I would need one more. Ashes of War. You can use Ashes of War to grant skills and affinities to your armaments at sites of grace. Any armament can only have one skill. Any skill it previously had will be lost. By adding an affinity, you can alter an armament's attack affinity, boost attribute scaling and more. An armament's type determines what skills and affinities it can have. Some special armaments cannot be granted new skills or affinities using Ashes of War. So we need some Ashes of War.
I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it. No, don't read too much into it. I've no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
So if we come across a smithing stone, we can get an upgrade. That might be important to keep in mind before we're going to throw ourselves against that boss again. A few upgrades could go a long way. Also important noting as well, I remember that fear from the cutscene. The bedside guest or something it will call it, well, mourner or bedside guest or something along those lines. Which are from the starting cutscene. So she's probably important. Wait, fear the bedside companion, something like that, I don't know. Looks like another door, but we can't yet go through. Well, he lived doing it. Let's try and... Would this be a tunnel? You can't even swipe your weapon here, I've just realised. Ooh. No health loss. Hey. I want to go home. Oh, I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go. Yeah, they can have one for that. Oh dear. This isn't good. Ow. I can't seem to go anywhere without just coming across an unkillable boss. Can I? Can't catch a break. Cipher pattern. That guy's back in. Yeah, there he is. But this will be one of those AI ones. It is way too powerful for my current level. I'd rather they weren't there to pee me off while I'm down here and try to kill me, but maybe I can leave. Alright, so I have to be out of here before I get invaded. The only way I'm doing that is dive very close to this, drop down, grab my stuff, leave. Unless this door is the way out, but I don't think it is. I'm gonna have a quick look though, just in case, you never know. No, nothing there. Might be beatable actually. Lots of nasty damage, but it's definitely avoidable. I don't like the others, they don't just spam attacks at you. Oh god, they can heal. Why can they heal? Oh, and they caught me like a backswing. I'll give that a go actually. They're all damage and not much tankiness to them. So I reckon I can probably manage to defeat them. I'd bow in return, but I'd have to go through like 5 menus to find the gestures probably. Jesus Christ, yeah, don't. Okay, that was BS. I nearly got him last time. Don't get that close that quick. Remember, you do not block this guy. I'm blocking in case he gets me, but I shouldn't be relying on the block. Let's go for 200 of that. Gotcha. Come on. Ow. Get that. You cheating shit. I can get them to half, but they just heal. I don't think I can leave. I'm gonna have to forfeit all them souls. Well, runes again, because there's apparently a difference. Do they not show up? No, they do. I'm going to say unless I go further in or something, but no, they do. And I'm getting pummeled. That's the issue. If I get him, I can attack back quickly, but I can kind of micro stun him to the point where I can basically rip half the health off very quickly. The problem is they'll just dodge roll back out of range. The Uchi Katana has not got a great amount of range to it. I'm beginning to notice, so yeah. Beware of boss, therefore flee. Why is it always death? I do wonder if there's a alternate way out, perhaps. It doesn't look to be. No. It might actually be beneficial to fight him down this way. Come to think of it. You can't keep away from me as well. in an area like this. Might catch you on the doorway. The camera doesn't try to lock onto the paint or whatever the hell it's doing then. Oh, fuck you, you prick. Oh. Right, so far the game has been starting boss that just demolishes you because it's meant to. You go through up to the castle where you bump into a boss that demolishes you because presumably it's meant to the castle start where you get to a boss that's strikes me as beatable in a bit, but not right now. And then this thing that's just, again, nigh on impossible to kill. Mostly because if you make like one or two mistakes wrong, it straight up just destroys you because it just does such high damage, it's ridiculous. I just have to forfeit these runes, consider them to be lost basically. Frostbite. You are not healing. I am though. Get that. Get off. Get. That's exactly the point though there. I hit him, nothing. Like 60 odd damage, barely a scratch. He hits me, oh there goes 2/3 of your health bar in a single strike because he can do that apparently. And it's supposedly not overpowered in any way, shape or form. Gotcha. Bastard. It looks like they get one heal maybe. So you have to kill like 1.5 times essentially from the looks. It's doable. It's definitely doable. I'm getting closer and closer each time. I have another go or two before the end here. We might be able to chalk that down as at least a bit of progress made today. Presumably once I've killed this guy I'm free to leave. Where did my... there they are. Come on you prick. Stop prattling about, let's get on with it. I'm going to two-hand this. Block's not really doing it for me. Frostbite. Don't let that side hit me. And then the bullshit to that. They rarely use that move, but every so often they just decide, I'm just going to use that move and insta-kill you because I can. God knows why it's even on the, you know, it just strikes me as a bit out of place, that move. Yeah, I've got this one move that insta-kills you basically, that I just, just arbitrarily randomly use. Just, The other stuff, fine. That specific move seems out of place here. Like, if he's got a one-shot kill move, why don't you just start the fight with that? You know, it's just like, the whole fight just seems to make no sense with that existing in it. That he'll just arbitrarily whip out the one-shot insta-kill move on a whim. Get out! Go away! Fucking bastard. See, this time... Yeah. So that time I actually started stunning him and interrupting his attacks. The first time, no, and he just attacks through. There's inconsistencies. I'm sure there's just inconsistencies there. Anyway. Part and parcel of Dark Souls, well, Elden Ring, Souls games. Enemies will just occasionally arbitrarily destroy you. You just have to kind of keep pummeling your head on the wall. Sometimes it's lack of skill, sometimes it's just because the game's unfair, because it is. Didn't forfeit this time, you bastard. But to be honest, it was more just luck. I was trying to dodge a side attack. I thought he was going to... He's not done that at the end of it, I'm sure. I'm sure he hasn't done that yet. Yeah, he didn't do it then. You see, it is. And there's not so much of an attack pattern as there are just arbitrary attacks that he'll just pull out at random that may or may not insta-kill you. Like up to now, he's been opening with, he runs at you, does the big scythe attack, where he spins around with it. It might go in for a few follow-up attacks if he gets it and doesn't kill you. But then he generally uses the magic missiles, or the little frost clouds or something. He'll go into a magic attack. And then you're kind of free to close in distance and just kill him. Yeah, there. And that's the problem, then he just rolls out of the way. Get back. It's 200 scythe. Okay, now he's going back for some magic attacks. You see, the problem is, as well, there's no attack cancels in this. Because it's Dark Souls. Well, it's a Souls-like game, isn't it? It's a Souls game, so there's no... Yeah, there's no attack cancellations. I can't cancel out of an attack into a dodge. The moment that I press the attack button, I'm committed. Like there, I was mashing the dodge button, having only just queued up the attack. Doesn't matter. Because he started jumping just after I started pressing the attack button. If I'd have seen that cue first, I'd have dodged. But that just happens. I have to anticipate their attack before they actually make any kind of move. Which you can only do by repeatedly bashing your head against the boss. It's not so much of a natural knowing that... watching the enemies and looking for cues and when to attack and when to parry and things. It's more just knowing the enemy's attack patterns. It's more of a memory game than a skill based thing. But finally didn't dodge out at way for once. It's coming for a scythe. See, the scythe attack could be that there's one attack, two attacks, three attacks, or it could be a spin attack. Or I could just go for... I'm nearly out of stamina, so I'm going to have to pull that there. And there's the... And I didn't even press the attack button, then I was mashing the fucking health button. But I went to... I think it queued up an attack or something. It's... Ugh. It lagged a bit though, so... It's hard to tell exactly how it went down, that, but... Ugh. Have another go or two. But this might have to continue on the next episode of me just beating my head against the wall here. Made progress, and I've kind of been treading water for about 10 minutes here. We'll get through. There's no doubt with that. I'm gonna get through. And when I do, I'm going for strength in my level up. I need the damage, and I need the ability to carry those extra pieces. But it's like a requirement on my next weapons, isn't it? You see there, sometimes it doesn't go for that second hit. Sometimes it does, like it didn't there. There he went for the big magic blood attack thing. Oh. Caught him in the frostbite. Now he's spamming that move. Nearly dodged it. Now I've got it all to do again. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, usually sometimes it does. Yeah, 5 of those. I guess the reason why it's like this is it's because it's trying to mimic how a player might fight, where they're a bit more sporadic and random, I guess. Like they might use that move, they might use another move, they might just do something completely random. Because it is meant to mimic a PvP duel, isn't it? It'd best be worth a few thousand souls for this. And again, I'm not going to be able to get out of the habit of it. I'm going to keep saying souls. Really, I should just say XP. Because that's kind of, you know, the universal term for it. But yeah, I'm not going to get... I'm hoping that I'll get an actual good reward for this. Now he goes for the follow-up. I think he only goes for the follow-up if it hits. That's my favourite. I nearly used all my healing. I might as well just die here. Makes me like how I can just be swinging and he can just dodge roll out of the way of every single attack and then attack backwards as if he's got infinite stamina. Yeah, and I'm there huffing and puffing. Right, I think I'm going to call that one there. Can I actually leave this place? Yeah, so I don't have to kill him. I can leave without killing him. But we'll give it a few more goes, and if it just gets frustrating, I'll probably call it there. But that'll be it for this episode. Some forward progress, but Unfortunately, not too much. I'll see you in the next one.